Thanks very much for being here. Again, continuing on. I literally was just handed this. There's a report now out tonight on BuzzFeed that I have not heard it. It includes an audio clip of what appears to be you on Howard Stern talking on the radio on September 11th, 2002. He asked you, are you for invading Iraq? You said, yeah, I guess so. You know, I wish the first time it was done correctly. Is that accurate? Do you remember saying that?
No, but I mean, I could have said that. Nobody asked me. I wasn't a politician. It was probably the first time anybody asked me that question.
But does that?
But by the time the war started, that was quite a bit before.
Yeah, this was 2002.
Yeah, by the time the war started, I was against the war, and there were articles. I mean, there are headlines in 2003, 2004 that I was totally against the war. And actually, a couple of people in your world, in terms of the pundits, said, you know, there's definite proof in 2003, 2004 Trump was against it.
Well, 2004, there's a Reuters article which you pointed to a lot, and there were a couple of comments you made, I think, at a Vanity Fair party, and one other comment. Those were, I think, a couple of weeks after the war began.
Which is okay. A lot of people said, you know, it was so early that even if it was a little bit after the war, I mean, he was totally against the war. I was very much against it. That was probably the first time I was ever even asked about the war. Howard, who's a great guy, by the way. A lot of people don't understand that, but he is Howard.
Great interview.
He's a great interviewer. He's a very talented guy and a good guy. But that was probably the first time. I don't remember that, but it was probably the first time I was asked about it.
Okay. Again, I haven't heard of it, but you may have said
this. Yeah, I may have. When you're in the private sector, you know, you get asked things, and you know, you're not a politician. And probably the first time I was asked, by the time the war started, I was against it, and shortly thereafter, I was really against it.
I want you to meet another